to another Business Monday. So today we are going to use a word that everybody likes, and that is the word free. F-R-E-E. We're going to talk about how to start a business or at least get started for free or at least affordable. When you're very first starting a business, you don't have a lot of money, but you want to be able to be ready. You want business cards, you want a website. You might need equipment. You might need to learn certain things and techniques. So that's what we're going to talk about today. First thing we'll talk about is YouTube. YouTube is very, very resourceful. And by the way, if you have not liked and subscribed, please do. Just hit the subscribe button for me. But that's how I got started in my photography, like really learning techniques is YouTube. Find somebody on YouTube that is a good teacher. I found several sites that I followed that taught me Lightroom, like for my editing, photography editing, inspiration, or any other techniques. I went to YouTube. So I didn't go back to college for it. I found what I needed on YouTube. You can find anything here. We fixed our washing machine off of YouTube. So it can be done. Search it, you'll find it on YouTube. Okay, the next thing is you want a website, of course. You want to look professional. You want a website. You want business cards, of course. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money on that. Actually, you could get a website for free. That's right, free. I'm going to list several website hosts that you can use. When I say free, you'll have to use like their name in the domain, but it's free just to get you started. So here are some website companies that I don't necessarily endorse, don't like, but they're just some listed. You do your own research and figure out what's best. But these websites are drag and drop, so you can design it however you want. You can put pictures on there or however you want it. You can do it yourself. You don't need help to do it. You can change it whenever you want to. So here are some companies that I know of that you could use and start for free. So here are some. Zenfolio is one. Wix is one. Squarespace is one. SmugMug is one. WordPress is one. Those are the main ones that I would say that you can go and do research on and see which works best for you. Some are more complicated and have way more options, and some are a little bit more simple, but you can start it for free. And then when you want to move up and get more storage space or whatever the case may be, you can pay for it. I mean, some are like $20 a month. So just do your research on which ones work best for you. Okay, next we're going to talk about business cards. When I first started, I knew I needed business cards, but I was on a budget. So I went to Staples and I got the business cards you can print right off of your printer with the perforated edges, just so I can have some business cards. You don't have to spend a lot of money on business cards. Just find something at least to get you started. But when you're ready to move up, you can get 100 or 200, 300 business cards for $10. Really, you have to do your research. You have to do your research. So there is no excuses at all for not having business cards. They're very affordable and cheap, and you have to have them so you can connect with people. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about are your supplies. Like when you need supplies for your business, check Amazon, eBay first. Most likely they're going to have what you need. You will not believe what you can find on those two websites. And if there's any other websites or places you can get supplies, maybe that I don't know about, give me a comment and maybe I will share that along next time. But those are the main two that I use, at least in my photography business, is Amazon and eBay. So check there first, and then you can compare prices maybe with everywhere else. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about as far as advice-wise is payment methods. So you have to have a way to take payment from people as convenient as possible. So my suggestion is to have several types of payment methods for people to use. So You could use PayPal. That is free. They take a certain percentage out, but it's very convenient. Cash App, that's also free. They also take a percentage out. Cash App is also a part of the Square, which is, this is my Square here. You just plug into your phone so you can swipe credit cards. That's very convenient to have. The Square was free. They take like a 2% fee out, but it's very convenient. You could also use Venmo as well. So try to have as many payment methods as possible. They're free. You just have to sign up for them. That way it's as convenient as possible for people, however they want to give you payment. So that's another key piece of advice that you could use that is free. So the next piece of advice I want to talk about is be self-sustaining. What does that mean? That means try to figure out how to do it yourself. I use my daughter a lot. If I need a logo, if I need like a intro, a video editing, she helps me do that. And that is also experience for her. So you might can find a high school age student that has similar like or interest in the business that you're in that could help you. And that is a win-win for both of you guys. That's one way. Or just try to figure it out yourself. For instance, a lot of people think that you have to use Photoshop for online flyers and stuff. Go to your Google Play or your App Store and download free stuff that could help you. Canva is one. Canva is a free application that you can use to make all types of stuff for free. So look into that. That's another key piece of advice, is try to figure out a way to be self-sustaining so you're not dishing out a whole bunch of money for things that you probably could do yourself. Lastly, I just want to give advice about budget-wise. First, write down what is your budget. When I very first started, my budget was to break even, basically. I wanted to make enough money to basically break even the first year, so I didn't have a whole lot of debt trying to buy all the equipment that I needed. So by the time the next year rolled around, it just gradually was in steps as far as making more and more money. You want to spend the most of your money when you're first starting out on the things that you absolutely need. And then build from there. Just get a little at a time if need be, or get what you really, really need and invest in that first, and then grow from there. But my key advice for this part of this is to break even the very first year. Maybe that could be a goal. So those are just a few pieces of advice that I'll give in this Business Monday. If you have any other suggestions or maybe something that I didn't talk about or I don't know and you can help me out, leave me a comment, and I will see you guys in the next Business Monday. Bye.